Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel and of course welcome to your reading. So let's see why you have manifested this reading into your life today. I say that because if this video has found you or stumbled across your feed, it has happened for a reason. There will be something in it for you. And yeah, the whole thing with the collective reading is to take what resonates, excuse me, and to leave whatever doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from this oracle deck first. This is, oh, I actually have the box right here. This is the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, so let's see, why have you manifested this reading? Okay, we've got two cards here. I can say that when I sort of meditated ahead of time, what I did see was just light being released. Actually, the image they gave me was not quite a Care Bear, but like a bear of sorts, sort of releasing, you know, like Care Bears did. Anyway, we'll see why possibly in the cards. So here we've got boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, and then we have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. And I quite like that because it's the festive season. Okay, so they've kind of told me one, possibly two more. Okay, bottom card, and then a star mother, which is how can you mother yourself? And then let's just see what the other card is from here. There we go. Okay. Oh, now please forgive my pronunciation. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And right now, I can tell you off the bat, the energy that they're giving here is not so much a physical place. It's where are you gonna journey within, so that yeah, okay. So before I pull some tarot, I just want to talk about these two cards, okay, the play and the boundaries, because they're almost polarities, sort of, but are they really? I think the message here is that in order to give one the space to play, or the safety to play, or one needs to have the boundaries that are best for them set up in place. So, you know, when the boundaries card comes up, I mean, where do you need to establish better boundaries? So where are you feeling that you are possibly being pushed or pulled in directions that don't feel resonant with you, or you know, possibly with relationships, is somebody respecting your boundaries? But I'm not going to go too deeply into that unless the tarot calls for that. But this is just for me at this stage, they've given me the two polarities to go. In order to be playful, one has to have created the space to be playful in. And also, I'm just being guided to say that when we erect boundaries, sometimes we can do this we can do this in many, many ways. But in my experience, I found that sometimes people put up boundaries when they are sort of pushed to, you know, where it's more of a reaction than a sort of pre-planned, pre-understood thought, or feeling. And that can sometimes cause chaos, or people can put up boundaries in a very, very rigid way so there is just a reminder. So if you feel that particularly resonated with you, or I don't know, stirred something up in you, then maybe just take a look at that. Okay, let's pull some tarot. If a lot of cards come out, what I might do is just flip the camera down so that you guys can see what is going on. It can get a bit confusing. Okay, so let's see. Oh wow, okay. So we've got these cards. Oh wow, okay, yeah, I'm gonna put the camera down. This is actually quite a beautiful energy. Let's just see how I can space this out. Okay, but so we've got a lot of wands. I'm going to put these two over here because this is very much going with the Star Mother, right? The Lovers, well, a lot of people think, I mean, it is romantic. It is about time with yourself, loving yourself, understanding yourself, connecting to all the parts of yourself, right? And accepting them without judgment or shame or guilt, and nurturing the parts of you that need to be nurtured. So this is definitely a time where some self-love and self-reflection is called for. But I want to get to these wands because this is kind of where this beautiful energy is here. So we've got, you know, the Four of Wands, which is very much, and I saw that at 555, which is, for me, I mean, it's an energy that I think a lot of people have been feeling, this feeling of change, of newness coming in, of oldness being released, and a coming together. So that is, you know, that is the energy that I see here, but very much in the coming together, there is a coming, getting to know oneself. Like here with the Knight of Wands, she is, oops, she's literally beating to her own drum, and unapologetically so, and that is very much, you know, even here there is this energy of coming into self, but coming in to come out, and those are the words that came to me, so take it however it resonates with you. But this is a time of really, really, can you see that there is this journey to this beautiful, like, magical castle, right? But to get there is this water, which is to say that with this Lovers card that popped up, right, there is a necessity, and they did give me that word because it actually wasn't the word that I wanted to use, a necessity to spend time with self and reflect. And maybe it's because of the time of year, you know, going into the new year or soon to be, but yeah, there is this reminder to be playful and gentle with oneself, so that it is okay. Just give me a moment because they're giving me something that's quite difficult to interpret. By approaching life in a more experimental, playful way, often we are able to become slightly less detached, or less attached to things that are in our life. And from that, we are able to gain a high perspective. And we can only really do that by spending time with ourselves, by understanding what no longer serves us. People, places, things, habits, triggers, responses, just things that are maybe stagnating us, right? Things that are sort of just keeping us from this, you know, this step. And yeah, they're telling me to pull 2 more tarot cards, so I'm gonna flip back up. I just want to say again that when we put boundaries in place, it actually creates the space for us to flow in the direction that is resonant for us. You know, that water would part, not to give a biblical reference, but we flow like water when we create the healthy environment for us to do so. Because with this Knight of Swords, there is something that you are running towards, going towards there, or something that is calling you. I mean, I think that was in this, you are being called. There is something calling you forward, and you are very supported. I mean, I know this is the Knight of Swords, and I know that in this particular deck, all the swords have crows. Here I'm seeing the crow as a helper, as a guide, as an ancestor, and I'm getting huge confirmation on that. So for some of you, maybe you have been feeling the presence of loved ones from the non-physical, I don't know, animals. It could be anything really. It could also be something, and I saw this at 144, which for me is just a beautiful number in the sense that it is, we are, I feel like it is such an angelic number, the 44s. So that just confirms that there are presences, guides, angels, I don't know, something around you sort of guiding you, helping you. So know that you are not alone. And 1111, you are not alone. And let's just see why they are wanting 2 more cards here. Okay. I see. So, in the same way that I was talking about asking yourself the questions of what no longer serves you, right? And we saw the 5s. With this 5 of Cups, there is stuff that is being called to be released there, and it is stuff that has the sense that I'm getting is that it hasn't been serving you for quite some time, and it may not all be external, because the energy here is a lot to go within, with the Lovers card, because with this High Priestess, there is stuff coming in for you. But in order for it to come in, right, the space needs to be made, as well as the place, right? The space and the place and the surroundings. And that is also very much, like they were saying, reminding you that first and foremost, you need to heal yourself. You need to love the parts of yourself that are sometimes scary to love, so that you can release. And it's not even so much about releasing, it's more about just accepting everything, right? And as you accept, then releasing becomes easy, because as you accept that something simply was or simply is, and it simply maybe no longer is something that feels right for you, you can simply let it go without giving a reason, without explaining. Like, there is no need to explain. If there is something, a change in your life that is kind of you've been putting off, this is your confirmation that now is the time. Like, now is really, really, really the time, because there is and by a lot coming through, I don't necessarily mean like psychic, although the High Priestess is strongly connected with dreams and intuition and psychic abilities, but she's also very much associated with all the mysteries beneath the surface coming out, becoming unveiled, and that is very much, it's not about like, it's more in this case, I think, about how you see yourself. And it's more about actually seeing the beautiful, magical being that you really are. And that it sort of just you need to take a bit of stock. And the word triggers keeps ringing in my head. So for someone or someone's in this collective, or whoever watches this video and whenever they watch it, there is something that is triggering you, or something that you need to look at. It is possibly some childhood trauma, but there is something that is now triggering you in your now, that is causing a bit of conflict. It's preventing you from releasing this old habit is actually what keeps coming to me. And I saw that at 1 4 15 15, so 155, which was actually very much the number that kept ringing in my head before sitting down to do this reading. So whatever I said at that time, I feel the need to, well, not feel the need, I'm sort of guided to say that it was of relevance to someone. Okay, if this reading resonated with you in any way, please do like, share, and subscribe. And please leave your thoughts or stories in the comments. We'd all like to hear from you. And well, have a beautiful, beautiful now. Bye-bye.